everyone, I'm the Peculiar Pisces and welcome to my channel. Today is July 22nd, 2026, and this is Flosstube video number 93. It has been 2 weeks since I last updated. I've been really busy and I do have quite a bit of progress on a lot of my projects. So I'm really excited to kick off into it. So first, I'm going to start with I made an eBay purchase. I know I'd been doing so good. This is July and this is the first eBay purchase or Mercari purchase that I think that I've made this year. I'm pretty sure. So on eBay I got another Teresa Wensler and I only got it for $5.99 plus shipping. So I got the Romeo and Juliet. I'm so excited. I love all of her pieces. And in fact, today, after red light therapy, my youngest and I are heading to it's a thrift store, but it's a crafting thrift store, if that makes sense. So we're going to go check it out, and I'm kind of hoping that I can find some more Teresa Wenslers. So we'll see. We'll see. But to kick off into it, I am going to start with project number 1. What? Oh, stop it. Go. Stop. There you go. There you go. Shh. Okay. All right. No. Okay. Sorry about that. I am going to start with project number 1. This is the Favorite Designer project, and for the month of July, it is Lavender and Lace. I am working on Lady of the Thread, and she looks like this. And I took the time a couple years ago to rechart this in Floss Cross so that I could bring it into Pattern Keeper. And I changed the colors of her dress to purple. I felt like she got lost in the greenery because her dress is the same color as all of the greenery. So here is my progress. I have zeroed out so many colors. I now only have her dress left to finish. But I finished out the white in her dress. I finished out the border of her dress. So I just have to finish stitching in her dress. Merlin, are you okay? All the animals are going crazy right now. So I have less than 650 stitches left to complete this. So I'm really excited, but I'm dreading planning the next project because it is not converted into an electronic copy. I have not been able to chart it. So I got to think on what plan I'm going to do for that one. But anyway, she's almost done. Almost. So for project 1, okay, so this one I did put in a lot of extra stitching into. So for the week of, because the last time I filmed was on 7/8, so for the week of 7/6 through 7/12, I worked on it the 10th and the 11th. And then on the 12th, my family and I went to the fair. And so for that week, I put in a total of 14 hours, 55 minutes, and 25 seconds. And it brought my total time to 87 hours, 12 minutes, and 57 seconds. Then the week of 7/13 through 7/19, I put in another 16 hours, 20 minutes, and 1 second. And that then brought my total time to 103 hours, 32 minutes, and 58 seconds. And so I am now at 16,621 stitches out of 17,306 stitches. I'm at 96.04%. I have 6 colors left to do, and I have 685 stitches left. So I am so close to being done with this. So very close. And then I figure out my next lavender lace. So excited. Okay, and I don't know where. There it is. I was like, where's the case? I will put that away later. Okay, so then project 2 is the Dutch Beauty Sampler. And I had been up in this section over here. And so when I filmed last, I told you that I was going to have to frog this whole side. And I did. It took me an hour to frog the entire piece. Then I restitched it. Then I finished whatever I needed to finish up in the tree, and I finished the lion down below, and I finished the windmill, and I finished the guy. So this whole entire top row is now finished. Yay! So I had a page finish, I had a row finish, I had a great stitchy 2 weeks. So now I am currently on this page. This is page, I don't even know what page this is. H. I'm on page H now. And so I have been stitching a strand in the green for the border. Then I came over here and started stitching this thing, and then stitching a strand in the green, and then stitching this thing, and just jumping back and forth so that I get this border done. I'm close to getting this border done. And then I'll just continue with this page. So this one, for the week of 7/6 through 7/12. Oh no, wait, that's still project 1. Okay, for the week of 7/6 through 7/12, I had worked on it that Monday from when I filmed. So I left it off at 113 hours, 43 minutes, and 53 seconds. Then the week of 7/13 through 7/19, I put in 4 hours, 9 minutes, and 29 seconds, bringing my total time to 117 hours, 53 minutes, and 23 seconds. And then this week, I worked on it on Monday on the 20th, and I worked 5 hours, 41 minutes, and 1 second, and it's brought my total time to 123 hours, 34 minutes, and 24 seconds. And I am now at 23,844 stitches total on the project. Okay, and then project 3 is Chatelaine, and this is the Misty Morning Vineyard. And the last time I filmed, I told you that I ended up buying the electronic version of this because it's in color. And then after getting down into it, I realized that I would not be able to stitch it the way in which I normally stitch things. So now I am following the directions and doing the stitching. So here is my progress. And from the last time you saw it, I finished out this border edge and I started doing the stitching here and bringing it in. I've even done some of the back stitching in here. I can't really see very well, but I am plugging along on it. So for this one, 3, for the week of 7/6 through 7/12, I had worked on this the day before I filmed, bringing my total time to 43 hours, 5 minutes, and 15 seconds. Then the week of 7/13 through 7/19, I worked on this on the 13th, and I put in 5 hours, 16 minutes, and 54 seconds, bringing my total time to 48 hours, 22 minutes, and 10 seconds. And so far for this week, it has not been spun on the wheel. I think this is actually the last one on the wheel before it needs to be reset. So I do believe that tomorrow when I work, I will get to work on this one. And then project 4 is my Stashbuster piece. It is a Plaid Bucilla kit called 4 Seasons. I am now in the summer quadrant. Spring is fully finished and fully backstitched. So here is the progress that I've gotten since the last time I filmed. Because I'm pretty sure the last time I filmed, I had just finished the back stitching and I maybe had a few stitches up here, I think. So project 4. Okay, so for the week of 7/6 through 7/12, I worked on this on the 9th, the day after I filmed. So I put in 4 hours, 29 minutes, and 25 seconds. And that brought my time to 37 hours, 48 minutes, and 17 seconds. Then the week of 7/13 through 7/19, I spun this on the 15th. And I only got to work on this for 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 33 seconds. And that brought my total time to 39 hours, 12 minutes, and 51 seconds. Then for the week of 7/20 through 7/26, I worked on this yesterday and I put in 4 hours, 58 minutes, and 54 seconds. And it has now brought my total time to 44 hours, 11 minutes, and 45 seconds. So in this case, I've just been bringing it over and down. Okay, so that is my 4 main cross-stitching projects. Then I got to work on temperature projects. And for temperature projects, I have 10 random various projects. So I labeled them 0 through 9, and then I check what the high temperature is supposed to be daily, take a screenshot of it, and the second digit in the temperature coincides with one of my projects. So 0 is the Doctor Who diamond painting, 1 is the Pansey blanket crochet, 2 is a purple landscape printed cross stitch. 3 is a Smurfette corner to corner crochet. 4 is French beaded flowers. 5 is monk's cloth, Swedish weaving, or Huck weaving. It is called all 3. 6 is a butterfly pre-printed cross stitch. 7 is a purple baby blanket crochet. 8 is a peacock printed cross stitch, and 9 is a granny square crochet blanket. So, for the past couple weeks, excuse me. For the past couple weeks, I have been very, very busy. And overall, one of the projects got called 4 separate times in the past 2 weeks. So I got a lot of work done on that one. In fact, I had a small finish on my temperature projects. So on 7/9, 7/10, 7/15, and 7/20, the temperature was 84 degrees, and on 7/20 it was 94 degrees, but the other days it was 84 degrees. So the 4 is French beaded flowers. And that is my finish. I finished putting all of the leaves on the stems, and I finished wrapping it. I took some air dry clay and shoved it in the bottom of the pot. I then took a pencil and sort of made small holes, and then I stuck the stems down into the holes, and then I pushed the clay around the stems. And then I have sort of pushed the flowers around so that they make it look more full. And so here is a decorative pot of the French beaded flowers. So I finally finished one. And now the idea is, now that that one is done, I will move on to the next one in the book. And then once that one is finished, the next one in the book. And I will keep making my French beaded flowers as the numbers come up. So then on the 13th and yesterday, the 21st, it was 87 degrees, and the 7 goes with the purple baby blanket. So here is what it is supposed to look like once it is going to be finished. This is by Mary Maxim, and this is called the Bashful Teddy Blanket. And it was a kit that included everything except for the hook. It is a fillet crochet. This is what it will look like more or less when it's done. And so since the last time I filmed, I got at least 4 rows done on it. I'm almost at the end of my first skein of yarn. So the end is near. Okay. Let's see if I drape it across here. No, that's too far away. You can't really see that very well. Okay. I thought maybe I could get it to show up a little better. How about this? It's a little helpful. These are just the teddy bear's feet. It's still so floppy right now. It's still kind of hard to show. It's about the width of a scarf now. You know. But it's coming along. It's coming along. And like I said, I'm almost to the end of this first skein. I am 17 rows in, so that's not so bad. And then on the 14th, it was 85 degrees, which is the monk's cloth. That's not it. Okay, so this is the book that I'm working out of, Monk's Cloth Diamond Afghans. And the one that I am working on is this one right here called Precious Gem. And I know the last time that I worked on this, I had finished the bottom half and I had rotated it, and now I'm working on the top half. And so I'm 3 rows in. Here's almost the whole thing. So I'll be really excited when this one's finally done. I love the way that the monk's cloth, Swedish weaving, Huck weaving, whatever you want to call it, I love the way that it looks. It looks so beautiful, so kind of elegant. Okay, and then the other thing that I worked on the 16th, it was 83 degrees, and I worked on the Smurfette corner-to-corner crochet. Now this is new, you haven't seen this. Before, when I first started doing this, I was trying to wire wrap, but I cannot wire wrap in 30 minutes, and that's how much time that I'm giving to these projects. So then I had switched to a Celtic crochet piece that I had started, and I could not figure out what I was supposed to be doing. The directions were not making sense. So I have pivoted to something. Now I charted this. I hand charted this from a picture, and then I had charted it in Photoshop at the time, and then like I printed out pages and put it together. But it is Smurfette holding baby Smurf, and like I made like a whole border with hearts going around it. But I did this years and years and years ago, and so I am down here in this bottom corner. Hold that back up. Okay. All right. So, as far as this corner to corner goes, this was the starting corner. You see my little heart border. That brown blob is Smurfette's shadow. And so it's just been a lot of, not anything really interesting, but yeah. So that's where I am on this project. Now, I just dropped my hook when I picked it up, so let me hook back in. Oh, my little yarn balls went everywhere. What I need to get are those plastic things, the end pieces that I can wrap my yarn around, giant bobbins. Yeah, so hopefully the number 3 will now be called a little bit more, because I want to get some progress on that Smurfette piece. Because, I mean, I've been working on it forever ago. Oh, I designed it in Stitch Fiddle, not Photoshop. I didn't even realize that. So, yeah, I designed this. I'm hoping that I have the measurements correctly on everything, and self-designed project right there. So that is it. That is all of the progress on my 4 main projects. And this past week, I only worked on 1, 2, 3, 4 different temperature projects. Not past week, past 2 weeks. So I will try to get this edited and out quickly. Like I said, I'm going to go to a craft thrift store and see if I can find some Teresa Wenslers there. So I will see everyone either next week, and if not next week, then the week after. This week is the 24th is on Friday, and my plan for the 24th will be to stitch on my birthday start for this year. So every month on the 24th, I have been working on a piece that I started back in February on my birthday. So I will work on that this week, and hopefully I will get to film next week, and if not, it will be in August. The kids are going back to school, I believe that first week of August. We've already done check-in with my oldest for 8th grade. My oldest is going into 8th grade. My youngest is going into 4th grade. I still don't have the information for my youngest yet. I don't know their teacher. I don't know anything. So yeah, it's always kind of chaotic at this time of the year because of school starting, but if I don't get to film next week, I will film the week after in August. And based on that, I will have shifted into my new projects. So we'll have to see. Next week might be a really long one, or if it's not next week, the week after. So we'll see. I'm playing it by ear. Once the kids are back in school, I will be back upstairs at the computer desk filming these videos where the lighting is much better. Oh, I forgot to tell you. We went to the fair. Pentecost got second place. They did give me notes, and I think part of why I was marked down is they thought that the background was distracting from the overall picture. So, the state fair is coming up. August 2nd and August 3rd are the days that we have to take our things in. So Pentecost will then be going to the state fair, and it will be in a blackwork category. So we will see how Pentecost does against the other blackworks. I'm really excited. So yeah, so I will see either everyone next week or the week after. So bye for now.